Good morning, all. How are you? I'm Dr. Reenu. Lately, I've been talking on type 2 diabetes, its reversal, and if you're genetically susceptible or your lifestyle is such that you could become type 2 diabetic, then how could you prevent or can just protect yourself from becoming a type 2 diabetic? I will be continuing my talk on these topics. I will be recommending dietary interventions, lifestyle modifications in my videos. So please watch the videos regularly and try to share as much as possible amongst the people who are suffering from these diseases, and kindly put comments if you have any confusion. I would really appreciate your curiosity and would answer those uh, questions also. Now, today, my topic of interest is not about type 2 diabetes. It is something which you might have all heard of. It's a fatty liver disease, which can be categorized as an alcoholic fatty liver disease due to the intake of excessive alcohol that can cause, or most commonly, a non alcoholic fatty liver disease, which is known as NAFLD. So we are actually going to discuss about NAFLD, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, and why I am much interested in talking about it, because a young population between the ages of about 15 to 25 years, even before that, you can take 10 to 12 years, mostly, increasing prevalence of obesity, overweight is seen among children, because children are being addicted to the you can say the gadgets, mobile, laptop, tablets and all. They find all necessary information, even entertainment, on these gadgets, and they sit for a longer time. Okay, the physical activities have reduced drastically, and children also find it hard to manage time for these activities. Everything has become fast paced for adults as well as children as younger as 8 to 10 years. So, in this fast paced life, competitive life, where everyone is running a rat race, everyone is running to achieve something, a lot is left behind. We are actually neglecting our health, we are neglecting the quality of food, we are neglecting the after effects of this kind of lifestyle. So we can neglect it, but our body cannot neglect it. Okay, it will show changes over a period of time, and those diseases, those problems which used to occur after about 40 years of age or 60, 70 years of age, are regressing to the age of as younger as 20, 25 years of age. When adult ventures to overcome his challenges and finds a job and is actually going to be leading a very, very fast paced life, at that juncture, that young person is going to deal with various kinds of diseases which can be life threatening, also can also decrease the lifespan. So when you are at that point of time when you have to live your life, you have to enjoy your life, you have to get married, you have to spend time with your children, you have to give much time to your job, you have to move ahead, that time you are struggling with some kind of disease, because the earlier lifestyle was not up to the mark that could keep that disease at bay. So my recommendation is we have to strictly follow a kind of a dietary regime that has to incorporate healthy food. As I told in my earlier videos, simple carbs shouldn't be taken much, even fructose rich diets shouldn't be taken much, and complex carbs, proteins, complementary diet should be taken. We should be not overfeeding ourselves. We shouldn't be eating junk frequently. We shouldn't be eating much of processed refined oils. Instead, please replace this through ghee, which is saturated fat, but it's very, very useful and will be beneficial for your health. Now, on fatty liver, basically, in a very simple language, fatty liver, as the term says, it's deposition of fat in the liver cells. And when excess is deposited, naturally it's going to damage that organ. So this excess fat starts damaging the liver. And liver is the central organ for regulating the various metabolism, whether it's carbohydrate metabolism, protein metabolism, or fat metabolism. So first will be like question might arise in your mind that why should I have a fatty liver? Okay, why should I be worrying about the fatty liver? First of all, you have to check the diet you're taking. If you're on a high fat diet, high simple carb diet, carbohydrates will also be, if taken in excess, will be converted to fat. Mostly the triglycerides, they are kind of simple fats which are present in excess in the fatty diet we are taking, or diet which contains most of the fats. So if you're taking excess of fats, if you are overfeeding yourself, if you're eating frequently and you're eating unhealthy frequently, you're taking simple carbohydrates frequently, more of this will be absorbed and more of this will reach the liver. And the liver will actually process some of it and deposit the rest amount as fat. Over a period of time, when you are not watching what you're eating, or you're not watching your lifestyle, you're not burning the excess calories you're eating, that will actually deposit in the liver cells, which are known as hepatocytes, and going to damage those cells. So what will happen is that it's going to lead to the damage to the liver. Liver might repair itself through you can say irregulated fibrous tissue growth, and might convert into a hard nodular structure which is known as a cirrhotic liver. And at that juncture, this fatty liver conditions become so severe that it's just not possible to reverse it, and it can lead to liver cancer also, the end stage liver disease. And the cure for this, or you can say to get rid of this, to increase your lifespan, you will need a liver transplant, which is not very easy. So there are various grades which actually progress from grade 0 to grade 4 or 5, that actually reflects the degree of severity on the liver. When you reach the grade 2 and you progress to grade 3, 4, it becomes quite difficult to reverse the condition. So I just want to suggest through this video, I want to spread the message through this video that you push your children to study hard, you push your children for a bright future, for a good career, but please make it a point to inculcate good eating habits in the children from the very you can say time when the child is actually eating independently, when you are not feeding the children. So if the child makes some decisions to eat some kind of food, you have to educate the child that what is healthy and what is not, and what is the reason for that. In the beginning only, if we inculcate the good eating habits, healthy eating habits, and we ourselves follow those, then I think our children will be much healthier and will be much motivated and much stronger mentally also to face the challenges life has thrown on them. So first of all is like excess of fats shouldn't be taken. Excess of simple carbohydrates shouldn't be taken in the diet, and the child shouldn't be binge eating or eating very frequently or overfeeding. What amount of calories we require, we should avoid taking excess of calories. And if you are at an age of 20-25 and you can manage intermittent fasting, please do start doing it. At least 12 hours of spacing you give to your gut between dinner and the next day breakfast. So we have to be very mindful of what we are eating, what we are actually cooking in our kitchen, and how much I'm eating and how many times I'm eating and how much junk we are putting. Children will indulge in eating outside. They would like McDonald's, burger, pizza. They would like Lapino's pizza, they would like Domino's, everything. This will be much liked by them instead of the pizza you're cooking in your kitchen. The problem is that if they indulge in excessive eating of these kinds of things outside, they're going to actually feed their liver so much that it is going to become fatty. And most of it, the trans fats in these kind of foods, are very damaging for the heart. The growing incidences of high blood pressure, cardiovascular problems, and you can say type 2 diabetes, aggressive behavior, psychological problems, unable to cope up with depression, unable to cope up with stress, with failures, all are related to what we are feeding our children, what the gut is actually getting to eat, the gut bacteria. It's a connection. You cannot think about these things independently, that your brain is working independent of what you're eating, or what you're eating is not affecting your brain. These two conditions, the gut and the brain, are directly connected to each other. The brain will affect the gut will affect the brain. And the type of food you're eating, how much healthier you are actually inclined to be, all this modulates the hormones secreted in our body, the chemical mediators, or you can say the neurotransmitters secreted in our body through the brain. Okay, so if you are eating healthy, there will be such hormones which will regulate the calorie intake. There will be such neurotransmitters which are going to boost your energy, make you feel confident, motivated, and accept the failures with grit, with extreme strength. So we cannot say that our child is like, we cannot omit this very fact that even if a child is eating unhealthy, we expect that the child should work harder, should study harder, should excel in every field. We have to watch the kind of food the children is actually taking. All this is connected to the academics also. I want to send a message to all parents and the young children, the young adults, that please be mindful of what you're eating. This is going to affect your life later. And if you feel that you want to live longer, everyone wants to live longer and healthier, with a healthy body as well as a healthy mind, both, then you should watch what you're eating and should be really careful about it. Because what is happening is, nowadays, why we are saying every time that this junk food is not good, that is not good, we should be eating healthy. It's becoming a buzzword. Okay, nutrition. People are becoming vegan, people are avoiding you can say such kinds of unhealthy diets and eating habits, and children are falling in the trap of unhealthy food because they have convenience over their fingertips. They can order the food within a period of 10 to 15 minutes. We as parents have to be responsible for this. If you're not at home, you've not cooked anything, don't encourage your child to just order at one click. Once you put the habit of this, then the child will frequently order things, and that will reach on their table in 10 minutes without disturbing you. You will not have to cook anything without disturbing your child. The child will get according to his taste buds or her taste buds, he will get a good food on the table. Good food according to them, because it is tasty, but it's not healthy. So please don't encourage this convenience food. Everything is marketing. There will be apps, I think, in future which will send food in about 2 or 4 minutes time also, but I don't think that this is really feasible. We shouldn't be doing this. What our older habits were, what our grandparents used to do, the earlier generations used to practice, that was, I think, much better, and much better food choices were made. And these kinds of digital apps, this kind of convenience food, these kinds of processed, canned, ultra processed foods were also not available. Additives were not available, like food with lots amount of preservatives were not available, because packaged foods was not actually a habit. It was not at all produced also as commodities by the companies. Now as we are indulging into these unhealthy habits, companies are actually indulging in making such kind of food, in selling their food, in their commodities in such kind of packets, that they are increasing their shelf life, adding the additives, the preservatives, which is really harming our body. Can you imagine an Amul Cool milk, which is flavored with elaichi, almond, or chocolate? A child demands. Just see the date of manufacturing and its expiry date. I have seen. I just, because of curiosity, took this small can in my hand. I saw the date of manufacturing. It was around December 23. And I saw the expiry was around, I think, June or July 24. I was shocked. For 6-7 months, can this kind of food be kept safe? What amount of additive they are going to add to make this milk, to increase the shelf life of this chocolate milk and make it edible for such a long period of time? Why on earth we have to buy such garbage that we have to put in our stomach 6 months, 4 months after its manufacturing? We are drinking, or we are making our children drink it. It's just a foolish act. And I am really disheartened by the way people behave. They don't see the labels, they don't see the dates. So please don't put this garbage in your stomach, don't put the garbage in your child's stomach. It's totally garbage. Just be mindful, just use your intellect in these things. Whether we are working good at our workplace, we are working well at various other fields, but when we are not using our mind in these things, in our own lifestyle, in our own healthy habits, in our own dietary patterns, I think then whatever we have learned, whatever books we have actually studied, is just not at all up to the mark. Use your brain when you are purchasing something, and especially when you're purchasing something which you have to eat, whether it's a pastry, whether it's a packed cake, whether it's packed drinks, whether it's packed juice, canned juice, anything. Why you have to eat something which has been manufactured 6 months back and guarantees that it is very, very good till 8 months? Why you have to? Just ask a question. Why you have to take this? Is it very necessary for you, or just for your taste you're doing it? But that is actually taking a great toll on your health. If you want to live longer, you want to be healthy, you want to lead a good, happy life, not for yourself, but for your near and dear ones also, to take care of them for a long time. So please be mindful of what you're eating. It's a request from my side. So I wish you a very healthy day, healthy mind, and a healthy body. Bye. Take care.